Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Greg here today, and I'm bringing you a Modern Warfare gameplay commentary. You're going to be watching background here is a 78-4 using the VTOL jet, support helo, and the gunship. Now, a few things. I will try to go for some nukes for you guys. I just am trying to get adjusted with this game. This game plays way different than Cold War, and I've completely lost my nuke groove on this game, so I'm trying to get that back. But once I do, I'll bring you guys some nuclear gameplay. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today is this 10v10 playlist. As you guys know, 10v10 is my favorite playlist in Modern Warfare. In my opinion, it just has the perfect balance of everything. It's like old school ground war, 9v9. But with the matchmaking still having some form of skill-based matchmaking in this game, it's pretty much making it almost impossible for me to find lobbies within a good time frame. This one took me about 3 minutes to find a full lobby. Not too bad, but there's been times where it's been like 5, 6, 7, I'll be waiting, and just no one connects, and it's like, alright, well, at that point, might as well just go play the featured playlist or 6v6, so that way I can just find quick games, don't have to wait too long. You guys know what I'm saying, so hopefully Infinity Ward sorts something out there. Now, I want to talk to you guys about Discord. So I'm going to be deleting the Discord I originally made for this channel because I am part of another Discord now, and there's quite a bit of people in there. It's about 72 at the time of making this. It is owned by Ricky Files, as you know him. He's been on the channel before, and he's a good friend of mine, so I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description below. So please go ahead and join that Discord if you're looking for groups, just want to talk to different people, meet new people in the community, and we're trying to grow a Call of Duty community over there. So if you're looking for Warzone, zombies, or multiplayer, or just want to chat, please again go ahead and check that out. Moving forward, let's talk about Modern Warfare here. So like I said, I've kind of lost my nuke groove. I'm trying to get used to the movement, the aiming, and I don't know if I'm the only one who has this problem, but every single time I come from Cold War back to this game, it just feels weird. It feels awkward, the aiming feels awkward, there's just a lot of different things about the game that just feels off, and that's, I think what that has to do is just the differences in the engines, right? So Cold War is a different engine than Modern Warfare. They use different sensitivity scales. There's just a lot of different things between the games, and I just really wish that Call of Duty as a franchise would stick to one engine, and there would be a dedicated team that's just working on improving the engine and then sharing that technology with the devs. So, as we know, World War II Vanguard is going to be on the Modern Warfare engine, and I think this is a good thing personally for me, because I find that Modern Warfare's engine was really smooth compared to the one with Cold War, and overall I felt that this engine just felt so smooth for aiming, it felt smooth for how it performed. I had probably some of the best frames on this engine than I did on any of the other ones that we have seen. So I know Warzone is a beast of its own, and that game just, the frames are pretty bad across the board. A lot of people will say that the game is unoptimized or whatnot, and I'll agree with you there. I think that's just because of how big the map size is, how many people are in there, all the different assets that are on the ground, everything's constantly loaded in. You guys understand what I'm saying. So I think that's why Warzone itself runs like that, but as for the multiplayer side of things, I really think that the Modern Warfare engine is a big W overall for the Call of Duty community, and I would personally like to come back to Modern Warfare over Cold War if Season 3 isn't all that good. As we've seen, the Season 3 doesn't look too bad. We got some new guns. We got the PPSH. We got possibly like a G11 type of gun. We got a new sniper, which I don't really care too much about. But we also have the PM63 coming back, a classic weapon from Black Ops 1, and there's also the Thresher score streak, or the Strafe Run, whatever they're calling it, and some new maps. So, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but 12v12, yet again, 3 seasons in a row, getting absolutely no new content, and I'm honestly kind of disappointed in that because I felt 12v12 was the most fun playlist because that's where streaks did the most damage, whereas whenever you played something like 6v6, there's just buildings all over the place, 5 seconds of spawn protection. It just, it doesn't really feel like streaks really do anything other than non-lethals in a war machine, so not a lot of variety for me to choose from whenever I'm playing 6v6, and when I come here on Modern Warfare, there's so many good streaks, so many good maps that I really enjoy, and overall I just love the feeling of the engine. Like I said, the movement is super clean. Overall, Modern Warfare I just really enjoy. So yeah, if Cold War Season 3 isn't all that great, would you guys be more interested in watching me play this game? That is what I want to know. That is the point that I am trying to make here. Now, another thing is I will have an updated settings video. I'm going to make a video combined for both Modern Warfare and Cold War for whatever game you guys are still playing. I want to say real quick that I have switched my FOV if it isn't too noticeable in this gameplay. So I was on 100 FOV before, now I'm on 93. I find it having slightly lower of an FOV makes it easier to hit targets at longer range, as well as swapping between targets. If you don't know, having a lower FOV is beneficial for longer range because the targets are going to appear bigger. Now, I also am willing to argue that a lower FOV is easier for controlling recoil, and I know that a lot of people will say, well, higher FOVs have less perception of recoil, and while that is true, you don't really get to see exactly where your bullets are going, and, you know, if you need to pull your stick down to the left, pull it down to the right, whatever kind of changes you need to make. I personally like having higher visual recoil because that means that I know where my pattern is going, okay? So this is all personal preference. I personally think that the best FOV, you know, isn't 120, it's not 80, it's not 60. I do think there is a little bit too low, and I think there is a little bit too high. So I would recommend anywhere from 80 to 105. Anything under that or anything higher than that is just, it's too little or too high. So moving along with the last bit of the commentary, I guess I could say here is, yeah, I'm going to have that settings video, and I'm just going to bring back gameplays. I'm going to bring back the gameplay commentaries where I'm just breaking down what I am doing. I don't know if I'm going to stream or whatnot because my Elgato was giving me some weird input lag issues. Also, my internet isn't really the greatest for streaming, as you guys know, so I'll probably just be playing with people who are streaming, and I will just tweet it out. You guys will see in that Discord that I will have linked below. They will be sending out links whenever they are streaming, and chances are I'll probably be playing with some of the people in there. So if you guys do want to see me play live, I guess that's the closest thing to it. But if I ever do get some better internet, I will keep you guys posted. But unfortunately, the area I live in just does not have connection speeds available over 20 megabits per second, and whenever I do tend to stream, I tend to almost double my ping, or we have some other issues. But anyways, last but not least, I really hope that Cold War gets better in the long run, because it seems like every single patch they release ends up breaking the game for me on PC. I don't know if any of you PC players out there are having this issue, but I am having so many issues with crashes lately on Cold War. Frames will drop pretty hard, the game will micro stutter like crazy, and then the game will crash. It's almost unplayable to the point where you can't even get kills, if I'm being completely honest, because the game just keeps freezing and unfreezing with extreme micro stutters, and then the game will just crash. I have all my drivers updated, I have my computer updated, I have everything up to date, and I am really not sure why it's happening, because it's the only game that does it. So hopefully we get some better updates with Cold War, and hopefully World War II Vanguard is good, because we'll see. But if you guys want me to talk about my thoughts on free-to-play, because Warzone hit 100 million players, I can make a commentary talking about that too, why I think Activision at this point is kind of dumb for not making multiplayer free-to-play as well, but that's a video for a different day. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.